Hi, I'm Bryce Salvatore, former NHL defenseman and New Jersey Devils team captain. I'm a USA hockey coach and the owner of Hockey Products, who is working with youth hockey players in New Jersey. Welcome to the Hockey Shooting Series. During the course of several episodes, I'm going to share my experiences and thoughts on how to practice shooting to make your shot arsenal game ready. Joining me in the shooting series is Coach Oktay Armagan from Hockey Products and Hockey Products Performance. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the wrist shot. There's 4 key positions to effectively having a great wrist shot. The first one is the positioning, making sure that you're lining up to the target correctly. The second one is going to be a proper weight transfer in the wind-up phase of the shot. The third position is transferring your weight back forward through the shot, and then the fourth is going to be the follow through, extending all the way through, pointed towards the target. Now with the first position, it's really key that you're lining up to the target. Now typically, you're going to be gliding and moving forward when you take a wrist shot, but for demonstration purposes and teaching the mechanics, we're going to be doing this stationary. So you're going to start with your knees bent, and the puck's going to be in front of you with your heads up. This is position 1. This is your starting position. Now, position number 2 is technically the wind-up. And what's going to happen, you're going to roll your wrist inwards so that you can cup the puck and move it back so that you can transfer weight to your left side of your body if you're a left-handed shot. Now, if you're a right-handed shot, obviously, you're going to be pulling the puck to your right side of your body. Okay, now, for a left shot, position 1 is out in front. Position 2 is pulling the puck back here in line with roughly the heel of your strong leg. And here, because what I want here, this is where you're going to get your flex. And it's really important too in this position is that you got your grip strength. So now I'm going to have the puck here in position number 2. I'm going to bend. Position 3 is now going to be transferring the weight forward as in a stride. So I'm going to be coming forward, looking at my target, and it's going to be like a stride. I'm going to come through, and this is position 3. Now I'm going to be kind of flexing my stick here as I come through. So position 1, position 2, position 3 is a stride, and then I'm going to finish with my follow through. So this is how it's going to look in one motion. So I'm going to come stick handle, I'm going to pull through, I'm now here on my back part of my leg, I'm going to step through. Now what Coach Oktay is going to talk about next is the common mistakes that we see when working with kids and the wrist shot. What's one of them?
One of the easiest and most common mistakes is their bottom hand. So if they're a left-handed shot, it's your left hand. If you're a right-handed shot, it's your right hand. When you're gripping the stick on step number 2, they have a tendency to have a weak grip. So what that allows for is as you follow through with the stick, you see this motion and it makes the shot a lot weaker than it should be.
Now another common mistake is when the kids will have their hands too close together. And what that usually leads to mechanically is that the hands end up getting fixated to their hip because they're looking for leverage. They're looking for a way to transfer energy now into the power of their shot. So instead of them going from here and then being able to have their weight over their stick over here and get the flex of the stick and use the stick and their energy from their weight transfer to generate power, they have to resort to using their hip. And then the leverage and the energy goes up when they bend their knee back instead of going forward through. So it's really important that they have their hands about an elbow length away is what I say. Now obviously it could vary a little bit, we don't have to get picky, but that's just a good rule of thumb to start at least there. And then remember, on your wind up here, phase 2, when your hands are apart, this hand needs to be really strong and that grip needs to be tight so that you can transfer that energy through when you stride through in phase 3 and then phase 4 with the finish. Rolling those wrists, turning those wrists over. Now when you're working with your wrist shot, one key point to think about is where that puck is starting. Okay, it's really important to have that puck start on the heel of your blade. So when you're facing the puck, you're stick handling, right? You're pulling it back on your heel and you want the puck to then cup on your heel. So as you can see, I've got it here. So that way when I go forward, the puck is going to roll to my toe of my blade. And then as it comes up, then I'm going to quickly turn over my wrist. So it's really important that when you come here and you're loading the shot for the energy, is that the puck starts from the mid to the heel of your stick. Now, You're going to see that's typically how you teach a young kid. As you get more advanced, some of the pros, they'll start the puck on their toe, but they're pulling it in to their heel and then shooting forward. We have a couple kids here. We got Christian and Michael, and they're going to demonstrate some shooting coming down the wing on their off wing, transferring their weight properly, going from position 1 to position 2 and position 3, and then finishing with the follow through. Another important part of shooting is to make sure that you're shooting to score and you're picking a target. You really want to focus on executing the shot. And there's the wrist shot.